So you're going to have Mustapha Amzil from Dayton, the guy I mentioned last week.
Yep.
You're going to have Quez Glover on Friday.
Yep.
Caleb Mills on Thursday.
Tiafale Leonard.
And Tiafale Leonard. That's the one I was missing.
Yep.
Do you think there's a commitment out of those visits? Hard to tell. But that's four. That's four separate visitors.
Just on a guess, probably.
Okay.
Just on a guess, probably. I don't really, I know people love to have inside information, but I really don't even have anything crazy on that. I just feel like it's hard for people to come to Memphis on visits, meet with his staff, meet Penny Hardaway,
and
see the facility, and not just be like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
So, more than likely, yes. Would you like it to be Caleb Mills?
Yes. Hell yes, 100%.
But yeah, it is. Let's get into that a little bit because this is a big weekend. As you mentioned, I'm going to run them off one more time. Florida State transfer Caleb Mills, Samford transfer Quez Glover, Dayton transfer Mustapha Amzil, and Middle Tennessee transfer Tiafale Leonard. So we've got Caleb Mills, what would you classify him as? A 1-2.
He's a combo guard.
Combo guard.
But you can't bring up Caleb Mills and not bring up the track record. AAC all-freshman team with Houston, 13 points per game as a freshman, averaged around the same last year against FSU, even though they sucked. They were terrible.
He was there for 2 years.
But last year especially, they were awful.
Oh, they were horrible.
They were just miserable.
Absolutely.
And he's not an unbelievable three-point shooter, but he's a decent ball handler and a good okay table setter. He can handle on-ball duties. And
he's so smooth,
and he's decent.
Man.
He's decent at going and finding a shot in the mid-range and getting to the rim.
That's what always impressed me about him when he was at Houston. Yeah, he's just so smooth, man.
He's a very good offensive player.
He's just a technician. Like, he's never out of position. He always has his body under control. He's not a superstar. He's just a really freaking solid college basketball player.
I think with this team, though, in particular, and obviously we'd have to see what the freshmen do. I mean, he'd be one of their leading scorers.
Absolutely.
Top two,
yeah, of course.
Immediately when you put him on the roster.
I just think he's a really good basketball player. Quez Glover, I know some people have been like, okay, what's the deal with this guy? Because I'm pretty sure he's a point guard, correct?
Hardcore, yeah.
100%. Yeah. He's a point guard.
He's on ball. Yep.
And so I've seen some people question his assists because he only had 2.1 a game last year. Sometimes you have to peel back. Okay, so let's look. So last year, he averaged 14.7, 2.5, and 2.1. If you go back to the previous year, 2021, 2022.
You can call that his junior year. I know that we have COVID years, but you can call that his junior year.
19.2, so 4 more points a game nearly. 4.4 assists, almost 2.5 assists more a game. And 2.8 rebounds, which is around the same. But it's just like you have to look a little bit deeper on that. I mean, he averaged basically 20 and 5 2 years ago.
You can also, Samford's in the Southern Conference,
yes.
Okay? But at the same time, they were competing for the regular season they won the regular season championship last year. Like he was the table setter on one of the best, if not the best teams
in
that conference. So like whatever, man. Like you can try to pick through the stats all you want. He's a good ball player.
Good ball player.
And also he fits that need of veteran point guard for you right now. And they could help Mikey Williams come along, could help some of these backcourt members come along. So I mean, there's no reason to shoot him down at all.
100%. Mustafa Amzil averaged 9.3, 4.8, and 1.7.
He can stretch the floor.
He can stretch the floor, probably more of a 4 than a 3, in my opinion, more of a power forward than a small forward. But I like his game. He's a good rebounder, can score, can have like some outburst games where he puts up between 15 and 20. Just another solid play. I mean, really the guys that are coming on campus over the weekend, none of these are those headline grabbers for the most part.
Mustafa Amzil is a guy I brought up last week.
Right.
Like 6'10", 220, shoots 37% from 3,
right.
5 rebounds per game. Why would you not want a guy like that? And has been at an unbelievable mid-major his entire career at Dayton.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, none of these dudes are major headline grabbers outside of maybe Caleb Mills because he's been around for a long time and at 2 prestigious programs. But these are real. Everyone that's on campus this weekend, and these are the only confirmed ones right now. I'm sure, at some point there could be other ones pop up. There could be some surprise ones that we don't hear about until afterwards. Whatever.
When we had no idea.
No one had any clue. But these are all really good basketball players. And Tiafale Leonard, he might be my favorite out of the ones that's coming.
I see. I haven't gotten to study up on him.
Okay, so 8.3 points per game, 4 rebounds, nearly 2 assists per game. So nothing majorly.
Bigger wing is what he is?
Yeah, bigger wing, 6 foot. Well, really played the 2 and the 3.
Okay.
But he is an incredible defensive player.
That's what you need.
I've seen some analysts say that he's a top 5 defensive player in the transfer portal right now. And you know how rankings are, man. There's so much discrepancy. There's so much nuance to them. So if you look around all these different recruiting services and their rankings, I think in 247s he's maybe outside of the top 100. I'm not 100% on that, but he's not high. But if you look at On 3, he is number 25 overall in the transfer portal rankings.
Yeah.
Because of how good he is defensively and how athletic he is.
He was an all-defensive guy in Conference USA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good ball player, man. Like I said, some people aren't as high on him, like 247, obviously not. But On 3 literally has him as a top 25 transfer. For comparison, they have Caleb Mills at 60.
Yeah, okay.
So, they view him very highly at On 3. So,
and for him, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if he was a JUCO guy or whatever, but he has a few years of eligibility left, right? 2 or 3?
I think he has 2 left.
2 left. So, some of these guys, like Nick Jourdain has 2 left. Some of these guys are not like we were dealing with last year where it was one and done.
Right.
Some of these guys could stay on campus for a couple of years, which is an overwhelming positive in my opinion.
And what's the case with Caleb Mills? As a grad transfer, would he be good to go immediately, or would he have to file for a waiver? Because he transferred from Houston.
But he's graduating, right?
But he's graduating.
Yeah, no,
he's
graduated. Immediately eligible.
He's immediate?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought. Because how
one-time transfer rule didn't waive the whole graduate transfer rule.
Right. Didn't change that.
If you graduate, you're free to go.
That's what I thought. Everything right now is everyone's on such a different wavelength on what the rules are. That's what I thought. I just wanted to clarify for myself.
And see, I have to clarify with y'all. I wasn't fully familiar with it, but if you've transferred once, I think it's one-time transfer.
Right.
And then,
but you're a grad
transfer. After that, grad transfer, same rules.
Same as it has been.
Yeah.
So it is a big weekend, 100%. No doubt, big weekend. Got some big guys on campus. Once again, I know they may not be Caleb Love and Kelly Ware, but these are really freaking good basketball players. Like I said, Caleb Mills is a needle mover, I believe. Yeah. I think all these guys could make a case for a needle mover. Some bigger than others.
I think Quez Glover's a good ball player.
I think Quez is good too. And like I said, I think I'm the highest on Tiafale Leonard out of any of these guys. Yeah. So, and I like Mustapha Amzil's game a lot too. I think these guys are needle movers to different extents.
Yeah.
Obviously to different extents. Some play, more important positions than others, and some have had better careers than others up to this point. But I think this is a really good weekend as of today. Obviously, this will come out on Tuesday morning, so who knows? Tuesday afternoon, so other stuff could be happening. But as of right now, as we sit right now, 8 o'clock on Monday night, I love this list. I think this is a big weekend for the program, and obviously we'll see what comes of it.